We're in a relationship goals series, and in the message about singleness, I focused on the opportunities our singleness gives us. We're going to focus on a little bit different direction on that topic here, and I've got my friend Elijah Schiarelli with me. He's going to play and sing for us in a few minutes. That's probably pretty obvious. So we'll get to him in just a minute. First, I just want to talk about another side of singleness. Yes, it gives us lots of opportunities of things that we can do, but let's talk about being single for a minute. Some people love it. They feel free to fully be themselves, to do what they want to do. They don't have to check in with other people. Some people hate being single. They don't want to be single. They never wanted to be single. They'd like to stop being single right now. And of course, as I mentioned in the message this week, oftentimes it's not this or that, it's both. Many people, most people probably, enjoy some aspects of being single and struggle with other aspects of it. And it makes sense. We're all designed to be in relationships with people. We're all designed to love and to be loved. And most often in our culture, when we think of that, we think of the romantic and the marriage relationship. Now, the Bible talks a lot about love, but very little about that romantic kind of love in a relationship, more often about love just between people, people within a church, and love for God and his love for us. One of the most common examples of that is 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Am asked to say this at weddings all the time. You've heard it at weddings. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast. We say that at weddings, and it certainly applies there. But that was written to a church of how people within a community should love one another. That wasn't written for husbands and wives. Similarly, in Matthew 22, verse 37, it says, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind." Now, when we talk about or sing about loving somebody with all your heart and all your soul, we usually say those kinds of things about romantic relationships. But actually, it's God that we're told to love that way. So, for the single person, the need to love God that way is especially critical if there's not that romantic relationship, marriage relationship in their lives. But it's not just for the single person. If you're married or if you're a parent, you might know this already. If you're not, you might not have discovered this yet. Sometimes we think when we get that romantic relationship, when we get that marriage, we're going to find all of that love, all of the satisfaction, all of the contentment we've ever wanted. And if we don't get it in marriage, sometimes you'll hear couples talk about, well, we just need to have a kid. Because when we have a kid, then that will complete us. Then we'll feel all of the love that we've ever expected or wanted to feel. And when we find a husband or wife, we do experience some of that. When we have a kid, we do experience some of that. But it's never enough. It's never all of it. Human beings alone cannot fill the need that we have for love. God has to be part of that. And I think Paul, who we talked about in Sunday's message, is a good example. You know, Paul says in 1 Corinthians that he is single, and he suggests people be single as he is single. The same man goes on in Philippians 4 to say this: "I've learned to be content whatever the circumstances. I've learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, and I can do all things through him who gives me strength." Some of those verses are recognizable. I think we rarely put together that those verses are back to back to back, verses 11, 12, and 13 in Philippians 4. And I wonder if this all goes together for Paul. Here's a single man who's saying, I've learned to be content about lots of things, being hungry, being cold, being thirsty. But maybe there's also a way to learn to be content relationally and with love, a way to be satisfied, which is what made me think of Elijah, because he has written a song, Satisfy, that talks a lot about love. And if you just heard some lines of this song in a different context, you might originally think they were about a romantic relationship. But what I love about this song is it's a song about satisfy and about love. And it's about getting that from a faith relationship. So I invited Elijah here. Thank you for coming to play and sing this original song for us.
All right. Throughout my life, I've been tempted and tried to find something that quiets my heart. But no matter where I run, I find that the only one who quiets this heart is you. Reveal to me what I've known all along. Oh, this love so amazing. I've never known something so sweet. In this peace overtaking, I finally know that I am set free, and you satisfy me. With hands that made day and night, the darkness and brightest light, you mended this hole inside me. And with those same hands you came for sinners and all the saints, freeing us with holes in your hands. And oh, this love so amazing. I've never known something so sweet. In this peace overtaking, I finally know that I am set free, and you satisfy me. And you satisfy me. In my heart it cries to you. In my mind it thinks only of you. In my soul it longs for you. And my strength belongs only to you. In my heart it cries for you. In my mind it thinks only of you. And my soul it longs for you. And my strength belongs to you. And oh, this love so amazing. I've never known something so sweet. In this peace overtaking, I finally know that I am set free. And oh, this love so amazing. I've never known something so sweet. And oh, this peace overtaking, I finally know that I am set free, and you satisfy me. Oh, yes, you do. And you satisfy me. And you satisfy me. And you satisfy me.
Thank you. That is beautiful, and that is my hope for you. I hope that you can experience that love so sweet, the peace that Elijah sang about. I hope that you can find that freedom, that you can say, Jesus, you satisfy me Whether you're single or married, whatever your relationship status is, that is what we want for you. Thanks for joining us, and I hope you'll continue to go with us through this Relationship Goals series.